Welcome back to Politically Connected, a podcast on everything politics and governance in Kenya and Africa. We discuss all the politics so that you guys don't get confused. We decode everything for you. And for all those people who we see you guys watching and you haven't subscribed, munangojea nini? What are you waiting for? Just click the subscribe button so that you never miss a beat, because we have such great conversations happening. Like the conversation we're having here today. We're having a conversation that we cannot get tired of having about women in politics. Because this space has been designed not for women, and it has been on purpose. But we will continue having this conversation until we have as many more women on the table. And in studio with us today, we have a guest who's a long-standing advocate for women and youth in politics. She's been instrumental in the constitution making and ensuring that women issues are addressed in the constitution. And more importantly, she also ran at the age of 24 for a member of parliament seat. And now she's also an aspirant in the next 2027 general election. So welcome, Pollyne Owoko.
Thank you very much, Diana.
Karibu sana.
I'm glad to be here. And what a nice name, Politically Connected.
Yes.
Everybody needs to be politically connected.
Exactly.
Politics is where people share the cake. And cake has a diversity. So that is where everything is decided.
Yeah.
So you have to be politically connected.
Yeah.
And this is a call out to all Kenyans that you must be politically connected so that you can champion your needs, your desires, and how you want the country to look like.
Yeah.
So everybody needs a chance to sit at Politically Connected.
That is actually our plan, to platform as many people who help us unpack the politics of the day.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm sure my intro did not do you justice. I know you've done so much for this country in so many different hats. So maybe you can tell us all the hats that you have worn.
Yeah. So sometimes I even get confused where to start from. Yes. And I think I want to...
We start from the beginning.
Politics. Yeah, we start from the beginning.
Yeah.
My politics. I actually started engaging in politics when I was 23.
Yeah.
Because I just felt things were not right. Things didn't look right to me. And then there was a lot of domestic violence, women being killed, kids being beaten, battered, and all that.
Oh, back then?
Yes, back then, yes. It has always been there. It's been a norm.
Yeah.
And I thought, really, why are people not questioning why we have domestic violence, we have femicide and all that? And I said, you know what? I need to get into this thing and really champion the rights of women, because women are also human. Yeah. And that's where the blood started boiling. I was like, women needs to be in these political spaces. Women need to lead the world. Women need to lead big establishments. Women need to be in policy making. Women needs to be in government and all that. And that's how I got myself in politics. Yeah. And interestingly enough, I was a woman, but a young woman.
Yeah.
And it was
a Gen Z of your time.
Yes, of my time. Yeah. And you'll be surprised that young women are marginalized within the women's movement.
Hey, umedunga point hapo.
Yes. And I was one of those women who are marginalized within the women's movement. Yeah. So it's a double tragedy for a young woman who wants to get into politics. Yeah. You are a woman and then you're young. So you're marginalized within the women, and you're also marginalized within the youth, because the youth will say, you are a woman, go to the women's movement. Yeah. The women say, women say you're a youth, go to the youth movement. So you're just being tossed left, right, center.
Why is that? Why was that psyche? Because I've also experienced that marginalization as a young woman in politics, especially with the older women. Yeah. Why do you have an idea as to why that happens, that young women are marginalized within a women's movement?
Yeah, now that I have become that woman, not the one who marginalizes young women, but I see maybe why this was happening. First of all, when you look in the past, politics was not for the educated. Politics was about being great in mobilization. And you will find that then not many women were also educated for the reason that the society expects them to take care, do the childbearing and the child upbringing, and be the one who is in the house to take care of the male. So you find that in the earlier days, many women never quite got a chance to go to school. So they were boxed into the space of nurturing the society. So now when we talk about women occupying spaces within the leadership, then you find maybe they're not very qualified. They probably do not have the experience. Then you find the younger woman is coming in with the experience.
And the education.
The experience is the education. Different ways of doing the same politics. And many a times I was told, you don't do it that way. We do it this way.
Till today, even us, we are told that.
Yes,
Would
we
you
are still being
believe
told
that?
you don't do it this way. We do it that way. And today I want to empower the young women who are watching me. And you know what? Be you. Do it your way. You don't have to do politics in a way that everybody thinks that it should be done. Do it your way. Because that your way is the way you think that things might change, and they could just change your way. I'm now in my 40s, and I started this in when I was 24, and I still feel we've not achieved much. We've probably done 30% of empowerment of women. I feel that's where we are. So really, the younger ladies who are watching me, don't be cowed, don't be scared, don't be intimidated, do it your way. There is no arithmetics for politics.
So how did you do it your way now at 24 and you're running for was it member of parliament seat?
Yes, I was running for a member of parliament for Makadara constituency. I was mostly broke and hungry.
As all of us. Young people.
And you know, that is really the youth. But the constitution allows an 18-year-old to run for office. And I said, I'm going to do this thing. And people used to laugh at me. And how I managed is I always barged into meetings. I used to be this annoying youth who will just barge into a meeting and will insist to be in that meeting. Many a times I was chased away, but I said I will not go. This is a women's meeting. I'm a woman, I'll stick in. Youth meetings, some of them were told go to the women's meeting, and I said, I am a woman and I'm a youth. So I will be in this youth meeting, I will also be in the women's meeting. So I was just a nuisance. And a nuisanceness opened the doors for me. And I became so persistent to the extent that the older women now started holding my hand.
Oh, nice.
And every time they were inviting women to a women's forum, they could ask, have you invited that Pollyne Owoko? Yeah, because she'll come here to spoil this meeting. So there is nothing that belongs to anybody. This country belongs to all of us. It belongs to all of us. Leadership is not meant for specific people. Leadership is for all of us. If you feel you fit the cut, go for it. Nobody should try and dampen your spirits or your aspirations or your passion. Never be damped. If you think you're fit to be a leader, get into the space and run for the space.
I like that. So now you ran, and which year was that?
I don't even remember. It was the days of Kibaki Tosha.
Oh, Kibaki Tosha.
Yes, those days.
Wow. And now you ran, and then now what doors did it open after you ran?
Being a nuisance I was, you know, young people will always do the opposite. And I came into politics with this notion that, you know, me, I'm clean, I'm educated, I know how to do these things. That time there was this public-private partnerships. I used to talk so big about it, how we can do it. And my interest was Makadara constituency. I was talking to my people how we could do it. I know they couldn't even get it. Because I was ahead of the day. I'm talking about public-private partnerships then. Now is when the government is actually talking about it. And I was like, oh, me, these big parties, I don't want to be there. People are very corrupt. I am clean. I looked for a small party. I was in a small party called UNDA. Now, it was a transition moment.
Oh.
But I did not get it because of my youngness and wanting to do things differently. And I said, I am not tainted. I don't want to be with tainted people. Everybody was tainted to me. So I was like, I need a smaller party. I'm sure you remember Ken Jiru.
Yes.
We worked together with Ken Jiru. We had our party, which was called UNDA. We were supported by Frederick Ebert Foundation. And we really tried to propel interesting ideas, Undugu, Ubuntu. We did all those things, but really, we were at the corner and everybody was in this moment of Moi must go. Yeah. So you've asked me, how did that open doors for me? I became such an nuisance that everybody knew me.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Then Dick Wathika was the mayor of Nairobi County, and he was also running for office in Makadara constituency. And he sat with me severally and told me, you're such an intelligent girl. Why don't you come and join my team? I will make you the mayor of Nairobi. And I asked him, what do you mean you'll make me the mayor of Nairobi? How? Because I'm looking at law. I'm not realizing that politics is about the networks that you build and the lobbyings and the horse tradings that happen at the back. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants something. And I couldn't understand that. And there was Ruben Dolo. You remember the work attire guy, you know? And Ruben was so fierce. He was so fierce. I could see Ndolo and his people coming to me, and I could take off. One day I took off, I even lost my shoes.
That's how fierce he was.
He was so fierce. Those people would beat you silly. And that brings us now to the violence in politics. And for me, because of my persistence, Ruben Dolo obviously knew me. Because we were in the same constituency. Dick Wathika also knew me. Dick Wathika had his network of other politicians who he could come with to the constituency, and I was always there. You can imagine, people come in big cars, then here is this aspirant who is walking like this and coming and saying, I'm also an aspirant, I need the front seat. And Dick would always be like, give her the seat. This is a very powerful woman. In some way, Dick Wathika supported my being indifferent because he was actually slightly younger than the other contestant. And I appreciate that he always was like, leave that Mheshimiwa. That is our youngest Mheshimiwa who also wants a seat here. And may God rest his soul.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And so you are on TV, you are on radio. So everybody's asking, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? The big leaders like Raila, they're somewhere, you go there. You go and introduce yourself and you say, I am so-and-so, I'm running for office in Makadara constituency. And that is how I opened the political door for myself. And
so now what happened now after you ran in that year? Did you get an appointment somewhere, or did you start now a different venture altogether?
I started at first, every politician who loses, their vote was stolen. So they stole my vote.
Stole your vote.
They stole my vote. So I didn't make it. But I opened the doors, and the doors that I opened, Dick Wathika offered me an opportunity to sit in the CDF board of Makadara
constituency.
Yes,
nice.
Constituency, yes. And I was able now to open other doors because there are other people who are running for office and they made it into office.
I like that. Your story is just telling us. And we've just started at the beginning. It's just showing that, boldness is good. It pays.
Because you're showing people that you really want it. When you show people that you really want it and you're struggling so much that you're almost sweating and crying, they will hold your hand. There'll be someone who will hold your hand. And all of us need people who can hold our hands. And we don't know who we are destined to. God will put you in a space where there's someone who who will see that you want this thing so bad.
And hold your hand.
And they will hold your hand and pull you. It's shocking how in my campaign, there are people, I would not want to mention them here, but they funded my campaign.
Nice.
And it's not that they were funding my campaign because they knew I would win. They were funding other campaigns too in the same constituency. But the energy, the vibe,
they were inspired.
The commitment, the desire to really want to lead and want to bring change. They were like, enyewe,
wacha tumpatie.
Wacha tu tusaidie huyu msichana. Huyu msichana amejitolea, you know? So if you want something so bad, go for it.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And now moving on to now your first entry into politics. I know that you've been in the women movement in ensuring that we actually get empowered into this political space. Tell us a bit more about that. Like what, I'm guessing, what in your experience had led you now into this juncture of like, you know what, we need to empower more women, more young people to enter this political space?
Yeah, first of all, let's get into the constitution making process. This is the first constitution that has protected the rights of women. The rights to own property, the rights to own land, the rights to equality in in succession law. You know, the succession was purely for men.
Men alone,
Men alone. The constitution is very clear that the rights of a boy child and a girl child are equal. And they should be treated equal. They should be given equal education, equal property, equal rights. So you see, that gives us a better footing, because then politics is about money and resources. You have no right to own any resource. So where do you get this money to campaign? You are a married woman.
Actually, that's a question.
You are a married woman,
need to
and you work very hard in that marriage for it to succeed and to produce money in that home. But you will not get any piece of that money. You know, we even had silly things like when a woman is trying to open an account in the bank,
they needed a signature.
I
had
from
that.
Your husband. They're even asking you whether
did you
have
get
a spouse.
Permission?
Yes, even right now, we still have banks asking people for spouses. You know,
it is very backward.
But you see, the man is not asked for a spouse. The man is asked for a guarantor. In this day and age, in an application form of a bank, it is asking you whether you have a spouse. It is asking you how many children you have.
It's a tragedy of having such great laws and not having the power to implement it. So we end up in this cycle of, we have the constitution says this, but people are practicing other things on their own.
And until just the other day, even getting a passport for your child, you need clearance from the father of that child. Until the other day is when I think they have changed it. But still, they want the signature. Before, it was the father who was applying or would write a letter and say that I have allowed my wife to get a passport for my child. As if that child is not a woman's child as well. You see where we're coming from? So in business, and I'm in business and in big business. And many a times when I'm looking for loans, they want to know whether I'm married. The bank today,
must ask.
I will not say which bank because they may be offended. But they ask, are you married? How many children do you have? I don't think they ask
They don't
men
ask
the
men
same
that question. They definitely don't ask men that same question.
Yet I have proof to show that I'm overqualified for even that loan.
Do you
I'm
know
asking
that
for.
same question is the same question women who are running for office are asked, are you married?
Yes.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
As if being married and kids is the what do you call it? Like the standard of making sure that you are going to become a great leader. Do they ask men the same questions?
Yes, sometimes they do ask men, but younger men are asked whether they have married. But mostly it does not matter what age you are as a woman. They want to know, are you married? And married to whom? And where do you live? And they also want to know whether you have children. And mostly, if you're not married, they'll ask you, why don't you go and start a family? as if starting a family is an achievement.
Yeah, an SI unit to leadership.
And if you're married and you don't have children, they tell you, see, you go and have children first before you come to politics.
Yeah.
Then when you have those children, they tell you, how old are your children? They are young. So you nurture your children, at least they grow older so that you come into politics.
Yeah.
So you've nurtured your children, they've become older. Then you come, they say, but you're too old now to take this seat.
Now, all this, so that just basically, it's like just basically
it's
creating
just blocking
a system.
women.
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah.
It is a system that sabotages women. And it is a social system. It is not it's
not only a political problem.
It is socially structured.
Yeah.
Because the law is very clear. Anybody who is 18 can run for office.
Yeah.
And the same law says that the rights of a boy are the same rights of a girl. So where is this that now they're using a different benchmark to benchmark me and a different benchmark to benchmark the boy who then becomes the man?
I think that's a pertinent question we need to ask with all these issues that are affecting not just women and girls, because you can see from that lens in which people are asking women, are you married, go get children? It's the same lens that is applied to now even in when these women actually get into parliament as well. You see some sort of stereotypes where women are held to a certain higher standard compared to their male counterparts. What more can we do to ensure that the rails are balanced? Is it a societal problem? Is it the women that are elected that are having giving women a bad image? What is it?
It is a societal problem. And this societal problem is cultivated by women themselves. And this starts from the household.
What do you mean? This is a cycle.
Yes, it is a cycle. Because you are the mother of a boy and a girl. When the boy and girl comes home, you will tell the girl to come and help with house chores. But the boy, you'll tell him, Baba, you sit there and start your homework. I'm coming to check.
Yeah.
But the girl is helping you with house chores. Then when you guys are done with the house chores is when you also sit with the girl and the boy.
To do homework.
What have you done there?
Yeah,
You've already shown this boy that they are superior.
Yeah.
And this boy grows knowing that this girl has to be doing the chores.
Yeah.
You see, we cultivate it unknowingly because that is how the society has brought us up.
Yeah.
You have your siblings. And these siblings, you have girls and boys, and then you have the little baby who needs to be nurtured or taken care of. There is no single day a mother will give the older boy this little baby to take care of. Yeah. You'll always tell these other girls here on the queue here to take care of this child. What are you telling that boy? You're telling that boy that that work function of nurturing that kid is only for a woman.
Yeah.
So when this boy grows up, he grows up to be this adult, and he will even sit here with you and tell you, I never saw anybody in my family, a boy, carrying a baby.
Yeah.
Never did I cook in our house. So why should I cook now?
No.
So this is gender roles which have been put there by society. And it's upon women to start breaking those gender roles.
Yeah.
Because if we break them at that level of upbringing our kids, then slowly things will start to change.
Yeah.
And right now, I think we are breaking that gender lens. You will find that mothers are treating boys and girls the same. You'll even find there are boys who have been, they want a doll, and their mothers buy for them a doll. There are boys who cry, they're being told, don't cry, men don't cry. Now, when you tell a boy, don't cry, men don't cry, they hold back their emotions.
Yeah.
Let them be. And right now we're having parents who are treating these people
as
right.
The same, yeah.
The same. And they say, today is your turn to wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is the turn of your brother. The day after tomorrow is the turn of your daddy.
Yeah.
The other day I'm the one who will do the dishes.
Yeah.
Now we have homes where there is there is roster for cooking.
Yeah.
And today mommy will cook, tomorrow daddy is cooking, the day after tomorrow the kids will cook together and bring the food.
Yeah.
And that is what we are looking for, because then those will be different human beings who will not have gender roles demarcated
they'll
for
change,
anybody. They will change.
Yeah.
And
I want us to segue now that we're talking about society, because there's a really bad problem that's happening. It's actually quite scary about the number of women we've lost to femicide. A report by Heinrich Ball Foundation said 220 women last year, just from January last year to December last year, were lost to femicide.
Yeah.
And then also the Ministry of Gender just recently said that about 10,000 child protection cases, meaning some of them were abducted, others, there just seems to be a certain
10,000 kids are lost
between January to March.
Yes, and 44,000 kids are under the custody of government and they do not know who their parents are. Look at that.
That's why I'm wondering, I'm like, is this a systemic issue based on also how we view women in the society, that we can have this number of women either trafficked, kidnapped, abducted, killed very brutally? Remember the case of Rita Mweni, who was killed in an Airbnb and she was slashed her body parts.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering whether this femicide issue is larger than what we are looking at. And we need to look at it on a micro scale to look at the family unit. How are we raising these men, and how do they view these women? Because why are women in this day and age, when we have one of the most progressive constitutions, why are they not safe? Yeah. And not only in the outside, even in the political space.
Yeah, and this is a very serious issue. Yeah. And in my opinion, I think a task force needs to be formed to really look into this pattern.
By then, there was a task force. Do you remember? There was a task force that was formed by the president, and I think Nancy Baraza was the chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Of femicide.
Yeah, of femicide. And then they even did a report.
Did they do a report?
Yes, they did a report.
Or did it come out public?
It came out publicly, and then nothing.
Okay.
Zero implementation.
Now, first of all, many of the girls who have been in femicide, I could say they also contributed to being in that space. You know, when you're growing up as a child, you are told don't talk to strangers.
Yeah.
Don't take things from strangers. Don't go visiting strangers. So it starts from your household, first of all. Did you grow up just being cozy and comfortable with strangers?
Yeah.
Because that is wrong. Because if then you grew up being cozy with strangers, then anybody will lure you into such kind of things.
Yeah.
Number two, the cost of living is so high. And you find many girls are in town and their parents can't quite manage keeping them in town because they are in college. They need more than just the school fees.
Yeah.
So they are looking for ways of getting extra money. And you get to campus, and you know this, you've been to campus. There will be girls who will tell you there are other ways of getting
money.
Yes, of earning money. You know, you just need to look good and pretty.
Yeah.
Then we go out and have a drink with this man, and then you will get some money. So you find others are brought into that kind of behavior, and they buy into it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it could be successful, but as time goes by, it becomes dangerous because then you will find these dangerous people. Then the other thing is, who is keeping these men in the society who are killing people? Someone knows them.
Yeah. And actually,
someone knows them.
Did you know?
So I cannot excuse them. I cannot excuse and say that the girls are the ones who are bad. You can't have killed one person or two people and someone doesn't know.
Yeah.
Someone will know.
Did you know that also we learned recently that President Ruto actually also pardoned a lot of gender-based abusers, especially to men, in the last year when he was pardoning people, that most of the people he pardoned, about 23 of them were actually sexual offenders.
I didn't even know that, but that is really gross.
And that shows...
that is really gross, and that still takes us to the gender roles and how the society views the woman.
Yeah.
So a sexual offender, as far as a man is concerned, that is a petty offender.
Yeah.
Because anyway, you are a woman, so you are probably an object of sex. So we cannot be saying that this guy is a criminal and you are a woman, you are an object of sex. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Because how do you pardon a sex offender? Because then they will repeatedly do it. They don't stop.
Yeah, they don't stop.
There is something not right with them. And these people, before they are reintroduced in the society, they need to go through some therapy, because then they have rehabilitation, because there are issues they have. And probably it's also issues that could have affected them based on how they were brought up by both their father and mother, because then most of them, you find that they were abused. They were sexually abused as kids. So they become sexual offenders. So this is a very serious thing.
Yeah, it is.
And this is something female leaders need to run with very seriously, because we know what sexual offense or sexual violence does to a child or to a woman. It messes you totally. So the female leaders that we have right now should be running with this thing like crazy, because we have to make the society safe for everybody.
Speaking of female leaders, we also had as nominated Senator Karen Nyamu, who was accused of sexualizing an underage in parliament. What are your opinions about that?
That is so wrong. It is so wrong.
Yeah.
And
she was told to apologize.
Yes, and you know, it was picked out because it was a female doing it.
Yeah.
If it was a male counterpart doing it, then it would not have been seen in the lights of Karen Nyamu.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say here is the bar that men are given is a different bar.
It's very low.
Is low. But women are given a very high morality bar.
Yeah.
But men are given very low. What Karen Nyamu did obviously is wrong and not right. Because then again, one thing I've also realized with some female political leaders, they want to do the things men do. You won't go far. And that is why I started by saying, be you. Do what is right and what you think is right. At the end of the day, the things that you did that were right is what counts.
Yeah.
It may not count publicly because you want to score, but it will be collectively right in the eyes of God and in the eyes of those who are close you and those who see and know. So Karen Nyamu, in my opinion, was trying to emulate the things that men do.
Yeah. We also saw there's a time the president was pinching Gloria Orobo's cheeks, the cheek. And it was taken as a joke. It wasn't taken anything much more. But
can you imagine if it was Gloria doing that to the president?
Yeah. It would be a whole different conversation.
She would have been arrested then. And they would be like that she was assaulting the president. That is what it could have been. But when the president does it to her, then that is a joke. They are friends. They say that was just a friendly touch.
Yeah. Let's talk about now in political spaces, especially in campaigns. There's both physical violence, there can be verbal violence towards women, there can be even sexual violence towards women. Tell us, in your experience, in the years that you've been in politics, what are these things that perpetuate this culture? Why does this culture continue even in the political space?
Yeah, because the way we have been nurtured, or the way the society looks at all of us. And I can tell you, you've said there is verbal violence, there is sexual violence. All of them is sexual violence, because even the verbal is they'll be telling you something obnoxious about your body.
Always.
Yes, it is always something obnoxious about your body. It's either your bump, your boobs, your looks, your lips. You know, someone will someone will say, oh, hi, you really have really nice lips.
Yeah.
They won't tell that to a man.
Yeah.
That is already a sexual.
Yeah. And do they even realize this?
They
These
don't.
men, they don't even realize.
They don't realize. So everything in politics, political violence towards women is always sexual.
Yeah.
Even sometimes someone shakes your hand, and the way they shake your hand is so inappropriate. And you're the one who is experiencing it. The person next to you is not. So you don't know whether to look back or tell this guy to stop it. But he has already shaken your hands in a very inappropriate way. It has already pissed you off. It has...
Even the people looking are just there questioning like, hey.
No, they didn't see. You're the one who knows this.
Yeah.
So that just dampens your spirit. You came like this, but the way that guy shook your hand, it has reduced you here.
Yeah.
So you're just like, okay, do I address how I've been greeted, or do I just go ahead and deal with the issue or the discussion I wanted to have with this gentleman?
Yeah.
So those things are there. Let's not pretend.
Yeah.
We have to keep fighting.
How has your experience been in campaigns? Have you ever met physical violence or any kind of violence in your time campaigning, whether it was in the past or most recently?
Yes. In the past, yes. As I said, Ruben Dolo and his team used to chase me silly. I used to take off and run like crazy. I was running for my life. I've not been in a scenario where I've been beaten, but I've been in scenarios where there are fracas, because then again they say, try to be safe.
Yeah.
Your security
is important.
And it is you. So you have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
So if you think you can't manage the situation, find a way to escape that scenario.
Yeah.
Because violence is always everywhere. In Linda Mwananchi, we've been in all our rallies. We are tear gassed. People beat each other.
Kitengela rally.
Yes, I was tear gassed there at Kitengela rally. I don't even know how I got into the vehicle, and the vehicle took off.
Wow.
You know, it was tear gassed, and I was still there zooming, wondering what's going on. And they're like, wait, you'll die. I was just pulled in. I was pulled in the car. And funnily enough, I was standing on top of Sifuna's car, and I was next on the queue to speak. And then there was tear gas, and everybody went in. I was the only one who is standing there, because I was like, okay, so what has happened? So there was another tear gas, and they pulled me in, and the vehicle moved in.
Wow.
So when we are in spaces, the political spaces, it's important to just be aware about your safety. And the best way out is always take off. Don't be confrontational. Don't be in a fight. For a woman, just find a way to just get off that space.
I remember,
it's the safest way.
Yeah, I remember in 2022, this is my first time interacting with an ODM rally. And we are somewhere in Kajiado, and we are coming up to this podium. And there were so many goons around. No, I won't call them goons. Let me just say the
security.
Fans.
They are called security.
Yeah, security.
Yeah, security.
And before I know it, I have been pushed down out of the podium, and my shoe hata imebaki hapo juu.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey, hii ni siasa. Nitawezana na hii. Anyway, I think it was also the what you're saying, that I needed to be situational awareness.
Yes,
of
you
exactly,
need to be aware.
Yeah, not everyone will treat me the way I'm used to. Another gentleman treating me. Other people will just be like, even if you're a woman, wear songa kando, and other situations.
And I want to give you the experience of Linda Mwananchi. Yeah. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody loves us.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be Linda Mwananchi.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, getting to that platform, when you see me on that platform, getting to that platform, you get there sweating, your hair is like this, you're even wondering, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Because you need to get to that platform anyway.
Yeah.
And sometimes the path to that platform is so chock-a-blocker, to the extent that they just lift you up, and you're tossed and tossed, you find yourself on the platform.
Wow.
Imagine how uncomfortable that is for a woman.
Yeah.
Everybody is touching you everywhere. They're trying to get you to the platform, you know? Some mean well, but some they've also gotten an opportunity to sexually harass you. So do you even know who that was?
Yeah.
Because you're really getting into the platform, because politics is about perception.
Yeah.
Politics is about association. all right, all the men are on the platform. You are still struggling huko chini. So which leader do you want to be?
Yeah.
You see, as much as
fight
we
for
say,
your space.
you have to fight for your space. As much as we say that women have 30% representation, can you show up and behave like indeed you want that 30%?
Now, let me just ask a question, because there are many women who are interested in politics, but when they hear these scary stories,
yes,
they are like, "Ai, nitawezana kweli." What can we do to make our political spaces a bit more welcoming, because there are very many great and young women who would make an impact in this space?
We need to be more organized within the political party spaces.
Yeah.
Because if we can get organized within the political party spaces, and organize so well, and also have enough security to deter the crowd, then maybe. But you see, Linda Mwananchi is a movement. We are all moving. So wewe kama utaweza kufika, wewe fika. You get what I mean? And nothing is easy. And women need to understand that for the longest, politics has been a male-dominated field. So how things are done there, they are very masculine. And the women who have gotten into those spaces already, they just adopted the masculinity and moved on.
Like Bad Girl Millie.
Yes.
Martha, Karua.
So, and really, we have not even achieved the 2/3 gender rule that we are talking about, the principle. And mostly when these women get there, they actually realize that it's not a walk in the park. And you start to align with the male inside those political parties. You start to align because you want to survive. So do you have time to start gendernizing the process? There's no time. Yeah, just the way I'll tell you, nothing is easy, and everything, there is a sweat to it. There is some pain you will feel. Sadly, that is the pain every woman has to feel in getting into this political space. Because even those men want to see how tough are you. You know, they watch you, and you know, when you're beaten to that game, they're like, hii ni ngumu sana. Wewe si ukae tu nyumbani, saa zile tutashinda, tutaangalia ni wapi tutakuweka. So we gotta be tough, and they've been tough women. There are women who are in the front line when we were fighting, the Mau Mau women. They were there.
They were there.
And they fought. Makatilili. They fought. Wangu.
Yeah.
They fought. And that was male-dominated, but they fought. So what I'm trying to tell women is, you want this thing so bad, show these men that you're strong enough to manage it, and you can get in there. And they will respect you. Respect is not given, it is
taken and earned.
Leadership is taken, but respect is earned. That's what I can say.
I like that thinking. And now that we're talking about 2/3 gender rule and political parties, I mean, we've been 15 years since the Constitution was promulgated, and we are still not close to getting to 2/3 gender principle. There's been petitions to dissolve parliament, not only this parliament, even the parliament before this. What can we do to make sure that by 2027 we have more women in the political space?
You know, this issue of 2/3 gender is purely no goodwill.
Oh, it's no goodwill.
It is no goodwill from the leadership. What is preventing the president from making that parliament 2/3? Honestly, what is preventing the president? Nothing. The Constitution is very clear. Let us start from the party primaries. If every party makes sure that they have gotten candidates to run for office with a 2/3 representation, we've sorted it at that level. Because we can. Many a times, women are rigged out.
100%.
They're rigged out. Again, if you mean well and you want a woman to lead a specific constituency, you will pick the women who are ahead of the pack. They may not be the one who is really number one, but they're ahead of the pack and people seem to like them. You can groom them to take that position, and the male who is positioned there, you can always substitute them and give them something else. Men want to trade positions for them to be ahead of women.
Yeah.
But when you tell them, why don't you trade the male position for a woman? They're like, haiwezekani.
It can't happen.
Haiwezekani. Hapana, hajafanyia hiyo kazi. That is why I'm saying, women, hebu fanyieni kazi ya siasa muonekanwe.
Yeah.
So much such that there is no masculine or no male in whatever movement or whatever political party you are in will say that you did not work.
Yeah.
You must be present. You must be counted.
Yeah.
You must
participate.
do what needs to be done. You must participate. You must speak out. You must address issues.
Yeah.
And you must address issues at different levels. At the level of the leadership, you must address issues that are affecting women. I, in Linda Mwananchi, I address with the principles the issues that affect women. At that level, I'm like, no, we can't do that. We can't just be having male. We need female here.
There's a picture I saw one time when you were like Linda Mwananchi principles, and I was like, where are the women? Because
there were 12 of them.
There are so many women behind Linda Mwananchi.
Yes.
But when they took that picture,
they said the principles of Linda Mwananchi, and there were 12 of them.
Yeah.
And there was no woman there. And I was just like, no, we can't continue like this.
Yeah.
You have to give women spaces.
Yeah.
And I will have done a lot of disservice being in the political spaces and not talking it. And I've talked it to them. And if you're keen, you will see now they're allowing women to talk.
Yes.
Because I'm just like, no, today, please let us make sure that women have talked. Because then that is how you even groom these women.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, because there are women who are there just to be seen. And for you to be a leader, you must be an orator. You must be a public speaker.
Yeah.
You must know how to chant the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, the way Baba would be like, hiya. And people are energetic,
Yeah.
Women need to learn those skills.
Yeah.
People need to learn from their leaders. Like, look at Senator Sifuna.
Yeah.
He can charge the crowd so much such that when he stands up, the crowd stands up.
Yeah, it goes well.
Do we have women who can do that?
Yeah.
Actually, do we? We don't.
Yeah.
Bad girl Millie can do it.
Yeah, bad girl. I was about to say bad girl Millie.
Yeah, bad girl Millie can do that very well.
Yeah.
So you see, we really need to work very hard.
Yeah.
So you must want it so bad, and the male in the politics should also start grooming women so that they can say that this is out of our hard work. We've groomed this girl or we've groomed this woman to this position.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
But are they willing to concede for women? That's the thing. Even if they groom, they're not willing to concede.
No, they're not, because they feel that women have not put in their work. And that is why I keep saying most of this women need to put in their work.
Yeah, I think most of these movements, I can see, especially most recently, even the Gen Z movement, we saw a lot of young women at the forefront. Even what I see with Linda Mwananchi, I see a lot of young women and women in the background. Like, we can see them working.
Yes.
But then when it comes to a negotiating table, all of a sudden, no, hawakufanya kazi. Just because perhaps they were disadvantaged, maybe it's visibility, like in terms of the space. It could be just like
resources as well. Because then when resources are being contributed, surely when a man can put in 100,000 or 200,000, the woman will probably put 10 or 5 or maybe not have something to put there. But in terms of mobilization, we are great mobilizers. So the thing is, our biggest problem is we don't know how to negotiate.
Yeah.
We never negotiate to our benefit. We never. We are asked, go and mobilize 1,000 women. You go and mobilize them and they come. But you're not asking, when I mobilize this 1,000 women, this is what I want.
Yeah.
You know, they say, you go mobilize 1,000 women, I will pay you. So, you know, you've been paid your work.
And alafu unaenda home.
Umeenda home. Umeona? So,
you forget.
Yeah, so women need to start learning the art of negotiating, the art of positioning, the art of occupying the space. Because the Constitution is there that protects you and says that you need to occupy that space. But you need a strategy to occupy that space.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
No man will call you and tell you, wamama sasa kujeni, hii space ya 30% ndio hii.
You will have
and you have to work towards that's occupying that space.
Yeah.
And you occupy that space by showing your worth and being able to negotiate, being able to face these men head on and tell them, no, this is what I want, and this is what I'm putting in here.
And now speaking of women representation, even in parliament, there's been this I don't want to call it like this social thing about we don't need the seat of women rep. Why do you think people are coming up with that? What is your opinion of that?
Yeah, because most of the women who are there, they don't talk. How many women are in parliament?
How many women are in parliament? I think about 30 something.
34, 32 there.
Yeah.
We could be wrong, but that figure.
Yeah.
How many women how many of those 34 you can quickly name them like this? How many?
Hey, I can only name.
Bad Girl Millie. Martha Wangare.
Yes. Jerry Minor. Karen Nyamu.
Yes.
Because of most recently.
Yes.
Nani mwingine can I name? Crystal Asige.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly. Exactly. Then let's go to the Senate.
Yeah.
When every day there'll be a clip about Sifuna saying something, Senator Sifuna saying something.
Yeah.
And the things that he says resonate with the people. Kwani there are no women in the Senate there who can say things that resonate with the people?
They are.
What are they doing?
They are. Even I know them. Like now the names have come at the Senate level. They are. I think Crystal Asige has tried a bit in terms of
Yes, Crystal has.
We see her clips.
Karen Nyamu has.
Yeah.
Gloria Oroba also has tried.
Yes.
I don't want to be boxed into how did she try or what did she do. The thing is,
she
was
vocal
and she was vocal.
Yeah.
About the vocalness, that is another story.
Yeah.
Because men also have their own dramas in parliament and nobody questioned them.
Yeah.
But now when a woman is in some little drama, it is a big deal. The whole society is talking about and they're saying, oh, these seats must be removed.
Yeah.
What I am trying to say, we have not achieved the 2/3 gender rule. We cannot strike off those seats.
Yeah.
Because the way women think and the way men think is very different. And that is why God created us like that. And that is why we thrive in the society. Because our thinking is supposed to complement each other.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you an example. This is a male politician and this is a female politician. And they have like, each one of them has like 1 million to put somewhere. There is a soccer team that is doing very well in the constituency, so much such that they want to join one of the Premier Leagues or one of those local leagues. Then we have this challenge of sanitary pads, or we have this challenge of water. Women are going very far to get water. Where do you think this man will invest his money?
A football team.
Yes. And where do you think this woman will invest
sanitary pads?
And water.
Yeah, and water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and those things, and those
things just come naturally.
And even, I'm just thinking about it right now, just because you posed the question.
Yeah.
What the woman invests in has multiplying effects.
Exactly.
Compared to the man, we have a match to shereke. And then,
to shereke tumeenda soccer.
Yeah.
Look at the things the Arsenal fans were doing the other day.
Yeah.
It was such a big thing that their life stopped to celebrate Arsenal. Okay, there were women there too.
Yeah.
But is that really a big issue for a woman? No. A woman will be thinking, what will my family eat?
Yeah.
So take that woman into a leadership space.
Yeah.
They'll be thinking, what are my constituents eating?
Yeah.
Can they get water? The people in school, are they okay? Do they have books? And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are not saying that now that is a better leadership than the male leadership. But when we have 50-50 equal representation of male and female, I believe the government can really thrive.
Yeah, and even the issues.
Even the issues of budgeting.
Yeah.
How is the budget done?
Yeah.
Look at how the budget is. Look at the things that they are taxing.
Yeah.
If women were sitting in that budget, don't you think there are some things they would be like, no, that one, no?
Yeah. Actually, there's a saying that says that women are able to properly, like, let's say we only have, between me and the whole family, we only have this cake for the rest of the week.
Yes.
Tutapanga hiyo cake venye tutakula
Itoshe.
hadi itoshe hadi Friday.
Yes, itoshe.
You know, so some of the issues that are affecting our country.
But a male will be like, tukule hii keki leo iishe, we'll figure out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We are hungry, let's just eat it now.
Yeah. I like what you said, that the women rep seat is important, and and also important because we haven't even yet reach the threshold of 2/3 gender role.
And it is like an empowerment seat, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And it genderizes the county.
Yeah.
Because then you find in the county, maybe a county has 12 constituencies. All those constituencies are male-led constituency. The governor is male. The deputy governor is male. So where is the female in this county? So this women rep seat ideally should just genderize the processes, because then you are not a leader in exclusion, but you're a leader in inclusion. So you need to be part of the decision-making processes in the county and at the national level on issues that affect your county. That is what I expect of the women rep seat. And that's a very powerful seat.
Yeah.
And it is a seat that only women contest for.
Yeah.
So the best one wins.
Yeah.
And when this best one wins this seat, in my opinion, you should not be recontesting that seat after 5 years. It's an empowerment seat.
Yeah.
If you've run that seat, so you go and run for governorship, because you are covering the whole county
now. Yeah.
So you go to governor.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And if you've done your work as you ought to do, and you have been with the people, I can tell you that would be a landslide.
Yeah.
Even senator, you can take the senator's seat very quickly, because that is the terrain that you're running, and you're running in all these constituencies. So this is an opportunity for women to get in, and those who get in should look at it that way and give space for other women to come in through that, so that we are able to achieve this 2/3 gender rule.
Yeah.
And once we achieve this 2/3, we need to be 50-50. What is this 2/3 we are talking about here? People in Sweden are talking about 50-50.
Yeah.
What is this 2/3 we can't even achieve?
Even Rwanda has even majority women.
Exactly.
Just our next door neighbors.
Yeah, and they're just running fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and speaking of, now that we've talked about women rep, you're also contesting in the 2027 election.
But of course.
Tell us and the audience more about where you're contesting.
Yes, I am contesting in Siaya County. And Siaya County people, if you are watching me, I am in the race. And that seat, I will take it 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm not even playing. I've been in politics long enough to know how to strategize, how to maneuver the terrain. And I'm taking that seat. And I want to show Siaya people that there is so much that has not been done in that Siaya. One of the biggest problems in Siaya, number one, education. Number two, poverty. If I can deal with poverty and education, and I know how to deal with it, that county will prosper.
Yeah.
Yes. So Siaya County people,
for
here I am.
Rep.
Pollyne Owoko, you are women rep 2027. Give me that seat.
Sasa, now that tumeingia mlengo ya siasa, lazima niulize, unasimama Siaya women rep with which party?
Yes, that's a very good question.
Yes.
Linda Mwananchi movement.
Linda Mwananchi movement.
Yes, we are still a movement.
Okay.
And we are very careful to discuss which party we are going to use.
Yeah.
If you talk to any Linda Mwananchi person, they'll tell you, I'm in the movement.
But
I want this position.
Yes.
Yes. So when the time comes, we will say where we are going to.
But so far, you're a movement.
So far, we are a movement, and we are moving very swiftly.
That's true.
Yes. And Siaya County, watch Linda Mwananchi, we are coming there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oburu Odinga yesterday, was it just yesterday, who mentioned that he's going to run for the senatorial seat? And this is just in the in the time where there's such a split between ODM.
Yeah.
There's ODM that went with Sifuna, and there's ODM that's left with Oburu and Wanga. What are your thoughts around that? About the split, and then now that, an ODM, we've known ODM always running for the presidential seat, and now the party leader is saying that he's running for senatorial seat.
You see, the death of Baba was definitely going to bring such kind of things. We were prepared. The death of Baba is a transition. And 2027 is truly going to be a transition.
Yeah.
And if you ask me...
It was a transition.
Yes,
was it a transition in our politics altogether?
Yes. We didn't know. That transition just caught us like this.
Yeah.
And clearly, 2027 is a transition year.
Yeah.
And that has been amalgamated and has culminated with the death of Baba.
Yeah.
So 2027 is a transition.
Yeah.
Na watu watafagiliwa style ingine hata hautaweza kujua kubenda aje. You remember Kibaki tena?
Yeah.
There are so many new people in parliament until people are like, na huyu ni nani? Huyu pia ni mheshimiwa, you know? That is the moment of 2027.
Yeah.
And I want to say that Dr. Oburu is really joking. Since when did a party leader run for Senate?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, what is that he's trying to say? How could we have reduced ODM to a level where the party leader is running for Senate?
Yeah. Is that the reason also why Governor Orengo has decided that he's the de facto party leader?
No, Governor Orengo decided that he's the de facto party leader way back.
Yeah.
Because of the processes of how Oburu became the party leader.
Yeah.
It was not right. ODM has a constitution that needs to be followed. That constitution has not been followed. The leadership was cherry-picked.
Yeah, even the ousting of Sifuna.
Well, it was decided by a clique of people. And what Sifuna and team has been asking for, I being part of that team, is can we do a proper internal process? All right?
Yeah.
Let's just do a proper internal process. Let us put all these things to election so that let the candidates who want to be
The
party
delegates,
leaders, the delegates, let them come, let them be voted so that we have that party leader who has won that election.
Yeah.
But this one has just been picked. You know, when he was picked and he was holding that seat until we finish the process of barring.
Yeah.
And then we shall use the internal mechanisms to streamline the leadership within the party.
Yeah.
And many people in that party are holding those positions, waiting for elections within the party. Because you remember, there was also when broad-based government was formed.
Yes.
There are people who had positions, but they left to go and join the government.
Yes,
so
the experts.
It meant that their positions had to be given to someone to hold, waiting for the party elections.
Yeah.
Those party elections have not been done. It's only fair that those party elections are done so that everybody is satisfied with the results. People are not satisfied with how ODM is being run today. And we cannot take a party that has been in existence for 20 years and play around with it the way it's being played around with.
Yeah.
No.
Do you think it is in the President, William Ruto's benefit to see ODM splinter like this?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And you can hear them saying, you can hear the ODMers who are in the broad-based saying that Baba left them in broad-based.
Yeah.
Who told you? We always ask that question. Who told you? Who said that if we are in broad-based, we cannot leave that broad-based? Who said that? We have to chant a way that makes sense for the people. Because ODM has always been known to be the party for the people. And that is why Honorable Orengo said, this can't happen. I am the de facto party leader here. Don't play around like this. How do we play around with what we have built for 20 plus years?
Yeah, and especially for Governor Orengo, who has been at the center.
He will not agree. And let me tell you today here, that is our de facto party leader, and Governor Orengo is going to be the party leader of ODM. I don't know how, but he will be. Because we cannot do that kind of mediocrity. That I refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse. It is paining. Even Baba is standing in his grave. How could ODM have turned out to look like that?
To be honest, I even am also just quite shocked that this is the ODM that we know.
You look at ODM and you're like, oh my God, is this ODM? Let me tell you, ODM was so powerful that if ODM is walking in here, do you know even this interview will stop?
Yeah.
It will just stop abruptly because ODM has come here.
Yeah.
That is how powerful ODM is.
Yeah.
Now, they are being even run out of town.
Yeah.
Juzi Saturday, si wamepigwa huko Kisumu.
Oh.
What kind of ODM is that?
Venye walikuwa nasema nyinyi ndio linda wananchi ndio you're not
welcome.
Wewe
uliona kama tumepigwa huko Kisumu?
Hapana, you are welcomed.
We were welcomed. Yeah. And let me tell you, the crowd was so big. Ourselves, we were shocked. We didn't expect that crowd.
Yeah.
Because tuliuziwa woga.
Muliambiwa
tukaambiwa nyinyi tutawapiga mshangae.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa tumeogopa, but we said we will do it anyway. Unajua siasa ni kujiamini.
Yeah.
Unatokelezea. Na tulitokelezea na tukafuta, ala, kumbe watu wanatupenda. And we carried the day. Yeah, we carried the day. And since Kisumu, mtu hawezi tuuzia woga.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. The people are with us.
And now you're heading to Machakos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Na utashanga. People are with us.
Yes.
Oh, we are loved.
That's true.
And we feel it and we see it.
Yeah.
So we are the people to watch. Linda Mwananchi are the people to watch.
I won't lie. If you look at it in the political landscape right now, the moment Linda Mwananchi broke away and even coined the movement Linda Mwananchi, there was some re-energizing of the opposition space we have never seen before.
Exactly.
We had seen like now more of the young people, even from different parties from the opposition side, come into Linda Mwananchi and be like, you know what, this seems to be our home. So I'm keen, and I hope we have you soon again to really just discuss this movement. We want to see it as it morphs into whatever it will morph to ahead of 2027.
Oh yeah, and I can tell you the broad-based government was choking us, and it is choking us. That is the truth of the matter. This is not even anti-propaganda. There's no propaganda here I'm talking about. What is the cost of fuel right now? What is the cost of food? You see, that fuel cost has increased prices of everything. The gas has gone up, food has gone up. People, it's unbearable. So this broad-based government is choking us. And Baba, yes, he was in broad-based, but he didn't say that we stay in that chock-a-blocker.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he was actually saying that we need a national conclave, a national
Exactly.
conversation.
So when Linda Mwananchi started veering away and resonating with the challenges of the people, personally, I'd gotten to a space where I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this politics. Let me just do my business. But when I saw Linda Mwananchi in Busia, I started listening to Senator Sifuna talking, listening to Orengo talking. Then I heard they are coming to Kitengela, and me, I'm that Kitengela babe. Those big babes in Kitengela. I'm like, why? Mimi na join. And that is where I joined, and I was tear-gassed.
At the Kitengela rally.
And tear-gassed there. They bring this fresh vibe.
Yeah, it's youthful.
It's youthful. The young people, the Gen Zs, can resonate with it. And also, what makes Sifuna also so popular is when the Gen Zs were being shot in parliament, he came out.
Yeah.
That is bravery. MPs were running, literally running.
Yeah, the opposite direction.
For their life. But Sifuna came out and said, why are you killing these people? Stop killing this. He was there really. And the video clips are there. It's not that I'm just talking. There are clips of Honorable Sifuna speaking with the police and tell them, stop killing these people, stop killing these people. He's the only one who came out. And Bad Girl also came out. Bad Girl also came out and said, stop. So, you see, when I was being killed, when I was being taunted on, you came out for me. And that raises the popularity of Sifuna. And Sifuna says things that the young people are very happy with. You know, the government is very busy saying the way they are building the Rironi Road. It will be expressway up to Uko Mau Summit.
Mau Summit.
Sifuna is asking you, as you're building that road, as we are asking you, how many youths have you killed
so far?
And that is what resonates with a young person. Because then you're building that road for who? That young person has no job, has no food. Even does not have a car to pass through that road. So you're building it for who? For yourself.
And that's a
and that resonates with the majority of the population, the populace that we have. And the GNZs who have not registered as voters are almost 8 million. Na tunawapembeleza. And I will also take this opportunity to ask any GNZ who has not taken a vote, register. Tafadhali, just go and take that vote. That vote is your power to your success. It is the power to your future. It is the power to the next government. It is the power to policy that will affect how this country is run. You know? So he resonates with the people, and that is why we are popular. Now, Broadbase will tell you how they are building, I don't know which project of billion. This project of billion. Those
always,
things, how do they help me?
There are so many billions that we can't even count.
Trillion. Hata tulifika trillion.
And I think it's just the character of the current regime or the current administration that really focuses more on money vis-a-vis the cost of human life. And the cost of human life is you can't buy back life. Kama someone has been shot, someone has been shot. But there's still so much more we can discuss here, Pollyne.
And you know what? Kenyans don't want much. They just want an economy that they can thrive in. They want an economy that can work. They want to be able to eat and eat well, decent living. We are living very indecently to an extent that you will even rob someone so that you buy food. Now we are having cases where
that's what's happening.
It is happening now. Very many scenarios, and I'm sure you've met one or two, where someone just says, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you have 1,000? You just help me. I go and buy food for my children." And you look at them, and they look neat. They look decent, but they really don't have. So Kenyans are not complicated, by the way. And that is why Linda Mwananchi is also not complicated. We are dealing with those issues. Basic. You can eat well. You can sleep in a house. You can go to school. And you will manage it within your space. This nonsense of affordable housing. Who told the government that I want the government to build for me a house? I've already built my house.
I think these were campaign promises that he's still trying to...
Sasa, I will go and live in that house and I have nothing to eat. You see those kind of things.
It's a mix of priorities. The priorities are just
they're not
jumbled
right.
up.
And many a times people ask, you Linda Mwananchi people, what is your agenda? Your agenda is one term. Yes, our agenda is one term. We have a constitution which talks about the basic needs of a Kenyan. And it says that all Kenyans have a right to basic needs. Health, education, sanitation, water. Do we have those things?
No,
do we have those things?
No.
So which agenda do you want us to do? We are doing that agenda of implementing that constitution. So it is one term, we implement the constitution. We get in and implement that constitution.
I like that. One term to implement the constitution.
Yes, one term, get out. We want to implement the constitution. That's what we want as Linda Mwananchi. Because everybody's like, ati wasikuje hapa, ati fuafua hapa, wanasema, ati agenda yao ni gani. One term, Ruto out. We implement the constitution. Yes.
There's so much more we could talk about, but we have to cap it here.
We have to stop.
It's been, I don't know how long it's been.
I need to come back.
Yes,
there is so much to talk about.
We definitely want to call you back because, we still have about, I think, 14 months to the next general election.
Yes.
And so much more will be at play.
Yes.
You've already said that you guys are still a movement.
Yes.
And later on is when you will announce what the vehicle that will reach you to the 2027 election. So we'd like to hear more about that. And of course, Pollyne, you have inspired a lot of young people watching this, I'm sure.
Yes. And now even would want to come back and just talk about how the youth vote and the youth coalition and network is so important towards a transition process because you are the bearers of the future. Mimi I'm in the middle, I'm exiting, I'm going to wazee. Very soon itakuwa mzae. But the youth, this is your time to be in the process of the next transition. Because you have to run this country. I think I tried so hard as a youth, but I didn't achieve much in terms of changing this country to what I would have wanted it to be. But I can say there has been some improvement. Right from the time of Kibaki Tosha, there has been some improvement. But even that improvement, we are losing it now. So the youth, Akia Mungu, you need to come out. We must save this country.
We must save this country. And that's a best place for us to stop this episode. You've heard it here first from Pollyne Owoko, the aspirant for Women Rep Siaya County. And not only that, she's also a strong advocate for women and young people in politics. Amesema hapa that you must be bold, you must be seen, and you must participate. Because these spaces have not been designed for women, but we are here anyway. So if this episode has inspired you, if you've learned something new, tafadhali, just press the like button, subscribe, and share it with all your people. And for Pollyne, if people want to find you online, where can they find you?
Oh, I am Owoko Pollyne. You'll find me on TikTok. Please look for me on Facebook, Pollyne Owoko, Instagram at Owoko Pollyne, TikTok, Pollyne Owoko. Or even just Google Pollyne Owoko. Utanipata niko hapo.
Yeah, so till the next time, kama uko na comments, eka hapo kwa comment sections. Kumbuka, comments fupi. So till the next time, see you on a screen near you.
Asante sana, Diana.
Thank you.
I'm privileged to sit here and talk to Kenyans.
We'll definitely have you back.